It's that time of day once again, so grab your horn and let's get into it. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video. This is day 26 of our Go Practice Daily series. Hope you're all having a great day today. One of the really nice things, as ever, has been all the comments that I've been receiving on these videos in the past couple of days, and it's lovely to hear from all of you, and thank you for your well wishes and your thanks for doing this. I'm really having fun doing these videos. So the thing I will appeal for once more, as always, is if you ever have any questions about anything related to these exercises or anything else about playing, please do comment them, because the more I have the opportunity to answer those questions and talk about things that are relevant to you, then I think the better off we all are. And one of the common threads that's been in the comments the last day or two is about how doing these exercises has really been helping with discipline in practicing. And I've got to say that's very much the same way for me too. The discipline of needing to sit down and not only practice these exercises but also to make these videos and spend that time every day, it's been really good for me. It's been good to have something consistent like that to lean on, because my schedule can be extremely varied from day to day, such is the life of a professional musician in this day and age, particularly as we're getting back to business. So yeah, that's been really good, very enjoyable for me. Anyway, let's get into the exercises for today. This will be our last spin through set 4 for the time being. So here's set 4, exercise 1 once more. This is the same as it's been now, and generally, as we know, the rules remain the same all the way through. So let's quickly recap them and get into it. We're going at 60 beats a minute. I'm focusing on playing in time, so I'm tapping my foot and subdividing the beat. I'm breath starting the first note of each phrase, and I'm trying to breathe in time on the rest bar. Out for 2 beats, in for 2 beats. I'm playing this long setting. I know some of you are building towards that if you're not all the way there. So while we're long setting, then we breathe through our noses and keep the mouthpiece in place on our lips. If you're not doing that, still try to breathe in time. It's good practice. Okay, so here's exercise 1. Okay, that was exercise 1. That went off generally pretty well there today for me. There's always an odd note here or there. As I've said before, recording and filming these exercises does always present something of a distraction. So I'm not always as 100% on as I might be if I was just practicing in my own time, as it were. But generally, these are bedding in quite nicely now, and so certainly the benefit above whether the individual notes speak, clearly and easily 100% of the time or not, is just the fact of trying to set up consistently, get the breath really in time, and all that kind of good stuff, just to develop that consistency. I feel like I'm improving with it, and I hope you're feeling the same as you do it. But the thing I would really like to focus on is making sure that we keep the breath support together. I've been reading in the comments that a couple of you are, finding that things are changing a little bit, and perhaps some of the higher notes in the set are feeling like a bit more of a struggle than you might usually expect. So that often says to me that the breath support is slipping and you're really having to work the embouchure muscles, the facial muscles. And so be mindful of your breath support. Getting a good breath, breathing in time, really breathing so your core is engaged and your chest comes up. That means you won't need to blow as hard, which means your facial muscles won't need to work as hard to restrain the air, and it'll help you find the balance along with the breath starts. Okay? Anyway, with that, let's get into exercise 2. Now, for exercise 2, for the last spin through this one this week, I'm increasing the tempo again. I've been having fun going a little faster, and I think it will be a useful preparation for forthcoming sets. So, yeah, we're going to move a little faster today. So, we're still playing triplets, but now we're going to be going at 100 beats a minute. The jump from 80 to 88 was mathematically obvious. This is less so. It's just a round number, and it's kind of incrementally more than we were doing. So, 100 beats a minute. Other than that, the exercise is the same as we've been doing. It's just going by a little more quickly. So, we've got 3 bars of triplets followed by a whole note. The first bar is slurred, second bar tongued, third bar split between slurring and tonguing, 2 beats each. On the 2 bars rest between each phrase, we need to reset, take the mouthpiece off the lips and start over. Breathe in time and get back to playing nicely on the downbeat. Okay? Much the same thing we've been doing, just as I say, we're going a little quicker about it. Okay? So, exercise 2 at 100 beats a minute. Let's get into it. Okay, so there's exercise 2, a little bit faster, and so got tied up a couple of times there. You know, particularly when you get used to doing something very strictly at the same tempo. A little change can throw you off to begin with. But generally I felt like that went off okay. So, you know, it'll be good to maybe keep that one on the back burner behind whatever other set we happen to be playing this week and in the following weeks. So, yeah, rather enjoyed doing that a little bit quicker. Certainly good to get the fingers moving and just see what we're up against a little bit. How did you find that? How was that tempo increase? I'd love to hear about it. Please do comment below. Other than that, that's about it for this one. Be back tomorrow and it'll be the start of the new week, so it will be time to move to the next set. I better get busy and cook up set 5, hadn't I? So we'll get into that in tomorrow's video. Until then, if you've enjoyed this and you're enjoying the exercises, please do hit the like button. It makes a big difference to how YouTube deals with these videos as they come along. And subscribe to the channel, please, if you haven't already. I'll be back tomorrow, as I say, and until then, you know by now what to do. Go practice.